All right, good morning. We are going to play with kind of it is really going to be hips and legs, but we're going to play with it a little different. We're going to again stay fairly close to the floor. So go ahead and grab your strap, and while you're seated, because we are going to start laying down, but stay upright, and I want you to get the distance in your strap so that you hook your one foot. Let's all do right foot. You're going to hook, I'll switch in case you need to see me mirror. You're going to hook your right foot, but keep the knee bent. And then you're going to take the rest of that loop around your hip crease. And I know this is a dark strap, so that when you straighten the strap that is looped around your foot, it's tight. And I'm just moving so I can get to my little tail here. So when it is around the hip, here, I'll turn this way. When it's around the hip crease ish, because it might slip a little, and your foot, then you're just going to tighten it enough so that the strap feels pretty tight. Now, for my knee people, don't worry about your foot being way up here. Just take it down a little bit. If the strap slips, don't worry. You can tighten it up a little bit and have both of your blocks near you. Okay. So once you have that distance, go ahead and take the strap off and put it by your blocks, because we're going to use all of that laying down. And then go ahead and lay down. And I'm going to stay seated and read something. And then, sorry, then I'll join you. So lay down, take a deep breath. Happy Mother's Day to all my wonderful moms out there and all the wonderful men who support those moms. And it's always a special day for me. So um, so this poem is from Donna Fald's book called "What's True Here," and it's titled "Praying to Be Kind." I used to think that being smart, successful, and accomplished was the key. And then I believed that being a disciplined seeker would open the doors to divinity. Now it seems to me all that really matters is being kind. Kind to my stumbling, imperfect self, kind to every other being I meet along the way. I pray for the rough edges of my judgment to be smoothed so that what remains is kindness and acceptance of this unfolding moment. Inside this kindness, may I find truth, and may truth illumine my way today. Amen. So, just a beautiful reminder of what's important. So you're laying down, and some of you already told me you're feeling tired today. A lot of us are getting cloudy, rainy weather, and that just makes you want to snuggle up and stay in your PJs. So just kind of feel that, right? Don't try to change it. Don't, no judgment. We start, as the poem says, maybe we bring kindness to ourselves, acceptance to ourselves, non judgment. And the legs can be straight if that is okay for you. The knees can be bent if you would rather do that for your lower back. The shoulders are soft down to the floor, and maybe your hands are resting on your belly. We take some nice deep breaths in, and we exhale them out. And notice if your chin is really rising up higher than your forehead. And if it is, maybe you put a very light, a very low blanket under your head or a pillow so that your spine is nice and neutral. And we notice our breath. Good. One more here. And then take both of your hands to the front, the palms of your hands to the front hip bones, right? So these are the ASIS, ASIS bones. They are part of the pelvic rim. And they're usually, you can feel that for pretty much everybody. You find those little bony protuberances right there at the front of the hips. And allow your palms to sit there and then just get a sense of where your hips are in space. Does your pelvis feel pretty neutral? Is one side higher than the other, or maybe higher up toward the ceiling or higher up toward the ribs than the other? And as you draw a line down from the ASIS bones, the front hip bones, down to the floor, does it feel like you are weighted evenly on both sides? Just kind of get a sense of this. Don't necessarily change anything, but if you want and the hips feel a little cockeyed, maybe draw the hips so that they feel a little bit more level. And keep the hands there. Start to engage the legs. Bring the legs to hips width apart. The legs are straight now. Keep the hips where they are and squeeze your glutes. So squeeze the glutes, start to energize the legs. Maybe the back of the legs start to lift away from the floor just a little bit. The heels of your feet stay down. And release, and then allow the legs to release fully. So again, you'll notice, do your toes flare out all the way to the sides? Are they more straight up and down? Nothing wrong with either. Good. And then bring all your toes pointing toward the ceiling. Again, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your glutes. And exhale, release that, release the legs fully. This time, straighten the legs, start to energize, squeeze the glutes. I want you to take the right foot only, slide it up your mat, any amount, and then let the knee float out to the side. Notice as that knee descends toward the floor, your hips are going to skew. So draw the hip, so it would be your left hip, draw it back down to the ground. Take that knee back to straight up and straighten the leg. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times. Slide the leg up, allow it to go out to the side. The hips are going to skew a little bit. Draw the left hip back down toward the floor. Your hands are giving you feedback. The knee points up and straighten. 1 more on this side. We're going to stay. So bring the leg up. Draw the knee out to the side. This time, grab one of your blocks and place it under your right knee so that your hips are level again. So it might be at the lowest setting, it might be at the medium or the higher setting. You might be more out at the tip of the knee, more in the middle of the thigh. And then hands are back at those hip bones and feel your hips. The left leg is active, everybody, so don't let it just splay out. Press your foot into your leg, wherever your foot is. Now, remember, my knee people, just extend that foot down the leg until you don't have any knee pain. Squeeze, press your foot into your leg into your foot. I want you to think tree pose. And then just release everything. Good. Do that 1 more time. Flex the foot. Press the foot into the leg any amount. It's just going to be minor. And release. Bring that knee back to center, upright, straighten the leg, relax both legs. Notice if you feel anything different. And then let's go to the second side. So you're going to take the left leg, just slide the foot up, let the knee go out to the side. Notice that shift in the hips. Press the right hip back down. The knee's going to lift and straighten the leg. Good. 2 more like that. Slide up. Let the knee go out. Allow the hips to skew. Draw that right hip back to neutral. Bring the knee up and straight. Good. 3rd one, we're going to hold. Take the knee up. Allow it to go out to the side. Grab your block again. Take it underneath. your left knee any amount. Square those hips so that your hands feel pretty even across the hips feel even across. And then engage the right leg, right glute, press the left foot into the leg. It really, for me, it's more the ball mound or the toes that are pressing. Exhale, release everything. And one more time, straighten the right leg, squeeze the glutes, press the leg and the foot toward each other. And release. Take the left knee up, straighten the left leg all the way, both legs straight. Just shake those babies out a little bit. Now you're going to need both blocks. Whoops. So one is going to go on either side as you slide both legs up, soles of the feet together, and then both knees out to the side. Again, let this be a little more restorative. So if you need to bring the blocks higher in order for the legs to rest on the blocks, have some support from the blocks, please do that. Pause here, nice long back body. Make sure you're not overarching. Hands to those hip bones again. Do they feel even? And then squeeze the knees back together. Straighten the legs, both if you can. It's going to be a little core work, or one at a time. Slide both legs up, both knees out. Good. No hands here if you can help it. Bring the knees together. Straighten both legs. Heels go back to the floor. Slide both legs up. Take both knees out. Good. We got one more just like that. Take them in. Straighten them. Notice the hips. Bring them back up. And knees out to the floor or out to the sides. Take both hands to your inner thighs. I want you to press down with your inner thighs, but press up with your knees. So isometric work here. Again, there should be no pain. Breathe and then relax that isometric work. One more here. Just press up, warming up the inner thighs. Squeeze the feet together. Feel the inner thighs get very active. And release, let go. Bring both knees back together and move your block out of the way. Grab your strap. All right, so we remember that loop. Actually, let's start a little bit easier. Take the strap around your right foot. Straighten the right foot up toward the ceiling and bend and straighten that right leg a little bit. Just getting that nice and warm. Stretching out through the hamstring and the quad. Breathe. And then extend that leg straight up. Straighten the left leg. Now that is optional. It depends so much on how tight your right back of your leg, your right hamstring is. If you straighten your left leg and either your left leg is really hiked up or your right knee won't straighten, I would keep that knee bent a little bit. So breathe here and just feel the stretch. Take your left hand to the front of your left hip bone and take the right leg out only as much as you can while keeping the hips level. Ooh, breathe. And take the leg up, bring it across, but just a little bit until you feel a stretch on that outer hip, outer leg. Some of you may feel this all the way down to your right foot. Big deep breath. Good. Take that leg up, bend the knees, switch sides. Just throw your left foot in, take your right foot out. Can't help but hear that song every time. Starting with your right foot on the floor, left leg is extended, just bend and straighten just a few times. Getting those joints lubricated. Good, maybe one or two more. And then straighten the left leg, straighten the right leg, if that makes sense for you. Feel the stretch behind your leg. Find your breath. Try to keep the hips pretty level. Right hand plants that right hip bone down to the floor. The left leg goes out to the left only as far as you can while keeping that right side grounded. Try to soften. Don't overwork the shoulders here. And bring the leg up. Grab the strap with your right hand. Bring the leg across. Goodness gracious, I have been doing too much sitting, I can tell. And take that leg up, everybody. Nice job. Bend that knee. Switch sides again. Now, keep your uh, right knee soft. I just scooted my strap around so that I could have my little tail handy if I need it, but I think I've measured pretty good so that I have it where I want it. So keep your right knee bent. Take your left knee, bend the left knee, hook your hip, and as you straighten your right leg, your left hip is hooked by the strap. It's what we did when we were seated. So all you got to do is bend your right foot, hook your hip, and then straighten your right foot. That's all you got to do. Now, if you are one that has to see it better to do it, don't worry about it. Let your strap go and just come into a kind of single-sided Janu, really. It's a supine Janu Sirsasana. And then take one of your blocks and place it underneath your left knee. So what I'm looking for here is a connection between your right foot and your left hip. So we've got that strapped. And then I'm pressing my right foot away from me to kind of deepen or open that hip joint a little bit. You want to be mindful here, especially if you've got hip issues or bursitis or anything else like that going on. You don't want to do a whole bunch. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and then take the arms all the way overhead. Your thumbs are touching the floor. Think of tree pose. So the foot is flexed. I'm pressing my right leg into my left foot and vice versa. I'm resisting the hip, pulling down the left hip, and both hips are nice and even. Good. Release the arms. Bend the left or keep the left knee bent and take it across your body so that you come into a twist. Like, don't make it super deep. Your left knee just came across. I've still got the hip and the foot connected. Breathe, press that left or that right foot away from you and come back to center, everybody. The easiest way to do this is grab your strap, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. You'll have to bend the left leg as well so that you can hook your hip crease and then turn the right knee out to the side. So now your left leg is straight, your right leg is bent. Remember, you can extend that right foot down the leg so that you don't irritate your knee. You can take a block underneath your right knee and level out your hips. Press into the strap, purposefully just trying to draw that right hip long. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, let the arms come overhead. Now notice, are you overreaching the ribs, right? Can we draw the ribs down? Think of the fact that if you were in tree pose, you would be standing. So your left foot is very active. Your left leg and glute are active. You're pressing foot into thigh, thigh into foot. Big deep breath. Release those hands. Simply raise your right knee, bring it across, and come into a little twist. Don't overdo it here. And find your breath, everyone. Bring that knee back to center. Hold your strap straight in both legs. Bend both knees. Take both legs up to the ceiling and then go wide. So you're going to let that strap go. The feet are going to go wide. They'll catch your strap. Pause here. Press the outer edges of the feet into your strap. Feel your hips. I know. Breathe. Take both arms overhead. Find your body. Find your body. And then reach up, grab that strap, pull that strap down so that the feet come together. Take the soles of the feet together. Take both feet down to the floor. You are now in Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. You can hang on to your strap, a little bit more of a bind here. And then simply take the knees together and release them open. Just two more here. Together and open. Good. Last one. Take it together and open. And then bring both knees together. Take both knees up toward your chest. Release your strap. Allow the knees to roll over to one side. And come on up to a seat. Good. Have your blocks and your strap. If you sit in crossed legs and your knees are up high, please sit up on one or two blankets so that you bring those hips up, allowing those knees to relax a little bit. Good. Grab your strap. We're going to do the same thing. Now we're seated. So you're going to take the strap around your right foot and around your left hip. And as I straighten the right leg, I'm not mirroring here. I'm sorry about that. As you straighten the right leg, you should feel a little bit of a tug on the left hip. Make sure your buckle's not digging in. And then if your knee is high at all, just straighten the leg or place a block underneath. Both hands behind you, I want you to press the hips forward and then press your foot into your strap and breathe. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keep that nice tightness there. Take those hands to the floor. Reach through with the front of the chest. Again, just noticing if you don't need a block under the knee, you don't need it. If you do, you do. Find your Janu Sirsasana. But again, I want you to feel this connection. Right foot to left hip. If you're not using the strap, that's perfectly fine. Sometimes strap work, especially online, can be really confusing. Deep breath. Keep that strap taut. Breathe. And then take the torso up. Hands go behind. You're going to lift that leg. Woo. Take the arms up. And release. Whew. All right, same thing. Easiest way to do this. Hold the strap. Straighten the left leg. Bend and turn the right knee out to the side. So once again, you've got the hip and the leg creased or connected. Block underneath your thigh makes perfect sense. Press into your strap. Maybe lean back and draw the pelvis forward a little bit of an anterior tilt there. Take the arms up. Exhale, maybe a forward fold. The hands come down. You can be more upright. You can be lower. Listen to your body. Try not to round. Those are two separate instructions. Listen to your body. Try not to round your spine. Find your breath. And breathe. And then take the torso up, lean back. See if you can lift that leg any amount. This other leg can be inside, outside. It doesn't matter. Take the arm up and lower down. Good. Release. Take both feet in your strap. So my strap is there. And both hands on either side of your strap. I want you to pull the strap back. Lift your chest, everybody. Find that pose. So think of Dandasana, right? But the chest is really lifting. The elbows are trying to press back toward the side body. Getting really, really tall here. You should feel those hamstrings having a chat with you. And then release fully. Take your strap, just set it aside. You won't need your blocks right now. So a little bit of no hand work. Okay. So try not to use your hands. You can put them here. You can put them here. You can, whatever you want to do with your hands, but try not to use them to move things. Take your left leg, bring it up, take it out to the side, and then bring it up and straighten. Let's do two more on this side. Take it up, open, and up and straighten. Good. Take that up, open it out to the side. Notice where you go and up, straighten. Other leg, pick it up. This is easy work. We've played with this in the past. Straighten, bring it up. How much you flex that knee is going to be up to you. So if it's painful, just don't go so far, right? And straighten, sit up really tall. If you can, no hands. If you cannot, hands go behind, both feet up, both knees out, both knees up, and straighten. Good. Two more like that. Take it up and open. Bring it up. Straighten. All this work in hips, lubricating, and straighten. Bring the knees up and release. Good. Shake that out, everybody. Bend only your, well, only your left leg and take it out to the side. I want you to take your right leg and bring it out to the side. So again, we're here in this kind of a wide leg Janu, right? Or wide leg single fold. Again, a block underneath the knee can be super helpful. Try to get the hips up so that you're supported. Please sit on a blanket if that makes sense for you. And then just feel kind of what's happening for you in this pose. As you sit upright, can we ground the extended leg? Some of you are going to be wider, some of you are going to be in more. Okay, so honor that. You may feel a stretch through the inner thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold any amount. Again, trying to keep the torso long as opposed to rounding. One of the biggest things we'll tend to do is drop the head, which rounds everything in the back. So instead, try to keep that chest in line or that head in line with the chest and feel what's happening in that extended leg. Or maybe for you in the bent knee side. Again, if that knee hurts, either extend the leg out or let it stay straight. Deep breath. And then take the torso up. And all I want you to do is with your extended leg, take that opposite hand out and just kind of roll the leg in and roll it out. And you're going to feel yourself lean a little bit. Yep. You're rolling it in, rolling it out. The next time it is rolling in, take your left elbow. I'm sorry I'm not mirroring here. This might be confusing. The same side as your bent knee. Take that elbow to the floor. Slide that other leg up. Point the toes toward you and it's level with your hip. So you're up on your elbow. If this hurts, you can lower down. But your leg is level with the hip. Your foot is flexed. Your belly is toned and your bottom leg is grounded. From here, give me a little teeny pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, everybody. Bend the knee and then bring that knee to toward your chest. Straighten it out in front of you and circle. It's like doing a bicycle, but nice and slow. We're getting some extension. We're not bringing that leg out of alignment, staying level with your hip. Good. Let's do one more big circle here. And then bend the knee and kind of look at both knees and bring the top knee back so that you are 90-90. Your front knee bent at 90 degrees, your back leg bent 90 degrees. And then press the foot or the knee, the top foot or the knee back behind you without arching the back, stretching this front thigh. And then bring that knee toward your elbow or chest, slide it back up toward your elbow and slide back. Good. One more. Bring it in and slide it back. Good. Listen up. You're going to extend that leg, straighten it, put it on the floor. So your top leg is straight now. The bottom leg, if you can, you're going to lift the lower leg off the floor. And lower. Good. Just a couple more. Lift, hold, lower, lift, hold, and lower. From here, you're going to press yourself back up. Come back into that nice wide leg pose. Your same side hand this time. Right hand goes down, left arm goes up. And breathe. Nice job. Take it up, both arms. Exhale, both. Bring the extended leg in, straighten the other knee, flex both feet, Dandasana. And then let's go to the other side. If you can, no hands. Bend and extend out or bring out to the side. One knee, take the other leg out to the side, flex your feet. So you're in a wide leg pose. I'm watching my hubby over there. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, maybe a little forward fold. Again, mindful. If you were to close your eyes, what would you feel? What is your body telling you about this particular pose in your body? Where do you feel it? Do you need to adjust? And breathe. Remember, a block under that bent knee can be really helpful, or sitting up on one or two blankets can really be helpful here. And take that torso up, roll the shoulders, everybody. You're going to take that bent knee side, elbow to the floor. Make sure you feel supported, and then you're going to lift and turn that top leg's hip so that you can feel the work here. And even if you can extend and hold here, you're working with that hip and that glute. Give me 10 little baby pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, everyone. And then slide that knee, bring that knee to chest. And I think it's easier for everybody if you extend out from here and then slide it back, bring the knee in. Again, thinking of riding a bicycle with that leg, the hips, all that moving. Good. A few more here. Last one. And then bring that top leg into a 90-90. So if you were to look, it looks like this just nice little 90-90 shape. Belly is toned, by the way. Press the knee back or the foot back to feel a stretch along the front of the top thigh. And then bring that knee to your elbow or your chest. Slide it back. Watch the lower back here. I am not arching the back to get the leg back. It's only going to go so far. Good. Last one. Press it back and bring it in. And then extend that out again. Lower that foot. Lift your bottom leg's foot off the floor. And then lower. Just two more here. Internal rotation, external rotation. And down. We got one left. Bring it up. Woo. And down. Press into your hands. Bring that leg back into a wide leg pose. And release, shake out both legs. I know that's quite a bit, isn't it? All right, so you're coming back on your left side. Your knees are bent. You're on your elbow and shoulder line up. I want you to pull the bottom ribs away from the floor and then lower. Good, just one more. Pull it away and lower. And then take the ribs up, hold here, extend the bottom leg and lift the hips. Extend the top leg and lift the hips. Hold here, optional, lift the top leg. If that is too much, both knees are stacked and the hip rises. So you're either stacked knees, leg straight, or leg lifted. Hold, squeeze, maybe top arm goes up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take the hand down, lower fully. Press up and switch sides. You're on your right elbow. Your legs are stacked. Whew. Top leg straightens. Oh, first, sorry, move those ribs out of the way and lower them. And then pull the ribs out of the way. Keep that nice and strong. Now extend the top. One, you're here, or your knees are stacked and you're lifted. Okay. Or top leg is extended and the hips are lifted. Or three, the top leg also lifts and the arm. Breathe, everyone. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And come on up. Whew. Straighten the legs, shake them out. All right, we're getting there. Let's come to table pose. Have your blocks near the front of your mat. Maybe put a blanket underneath your knees so that if you're on a harder surface, you won't hurt those knees. Coming to table pose, and then drop down to your elbows. Hands softly interlace. Press the left leg back, squeeze your belly in and lift that leg. Hold here. One, you're here. Two, you're going to do knee circles with the left knee. Now, if having your head down like that is a bit tricky, you can press into the hands and still do nice little knee circles. Think about the hips. Breathe. Next time that knee is out to the side, hold. Extend if you can. Drop that foot if you can. So you've got your left leg extended. Your right hand's going to stay on the mat. The left arm is going to come up and you're going to come into a nice little twist here. And breathe. Imagine pulling that underside away from the floor. Exhale, release. Just bring that leg back to table pose. I'm going to turn around because I got a wall in my way. So extend out through the right leg, tone in through the belly. Knee, you can be on hands or elbows. Lift the leg and give me good knee circles here. Think about those lovely hips needing that lubrication. Breathe. Good, one or two nice circles. And the next time it's out to the side, hold. See if you can extend that leg out. Drop the foot. Your left hand stays on the mat. The right arm goes up. Good. Nice strong poses here, everyone. Breathe. And exhale, release. Take that leg up, lift, and back. Press out through the right leg. Press out through the left leg. Again, hands or elbows, plank pose. Breathe. Squeeze through the legs, the hips. I know. Woo-hoo. Breathe and lower the knees, everybody. Child's pose, hero pose, any pose that makes sense to you. And then come on up, table pose. From table pose, bring the right foot forward. Your hands come onto your blocks. Your blocks can be up nice and high here. Find your breath. Squeeze the back glute. Stretch the front of your left thigh. 1, you're here. 2, flip your toes under. Lift the knee. Hold here. Lower your left hand block. Take the right arm up. Nice again. Nice little twist here. Squeeze through that belly. Lower that hand to the floor. Both blocks are lower at that second setting. So you've got good stability here. Lengthen your pose. Press through your back leg. And then start to walk your blocks toward the center and allow your feet to turn with it. So now you're in a forward fold. I am halfway down. I'm not going to drop my head, but you're welcome to bend the elbows, drop the head if you want. Press the legs out isometrically, just as if you had a strap around those feet. Find your breath. And then start to walk the other way. So start to walk your blocks toward the left foot. Turn the left foot as you do so. Turn the right foot as you do so. You're back in a lunge. Press the back heel back toward the floor. Lower the knee. Now you're in a low lunge. Take the blocks up nice and high. And breathe. Stretch through that quad. Whoo, boy. Yep, just notice. And then 1, your knee is down. 2, you're going to lower those knees again. Lift your right knee. Keep your right hand on the block and come into a twist on this side. That's it. Hands to your blocks. Here we go again. Slowly start to move. Stop at the center. Feel your forward fold. And breathe. And then start to walk your way over to the right. Go slow. Check your legs, check your knees, check your hips. Lower your left knee to the floor. You're going to take your right hand block inside your right foot and maybe allow your right knee to splay out to the side a little bit. Again, not for everybody. Still a squeeze of the left glute so that you don't overdrop into your hip. Inner thigh work, no kidding. Take that right knee up. Lift your blocks back to second level. If they're not, lift your knee. Left hand stays where it is. Take it into a twist. Lower that hand to your block. One more time. We're turning around. So walk your blocks. Keep them walking. Make sure the feet are in alignment. Make sure those feet are lined up, hips width apart. Drop your back knee. Hold here. Take your left hand block inside. Let your left knee go out to the side. Give a good squeeze to the right glute so that you don't overshoot the front hip or the back hip. Breathe. Bring that knee back in. Walk the block back out. Lift your back knee. Right hand stays where it is. Left arm comes up. Big deep breath. Release that hand to your block. Everybody walk back to center. Hold here. Turn the toes out toward the side a little bit. Bend your right knee. Walk your blocks toward the right or your hands to the right if you don't need the blocks at the moment. So what are we doing here? We got a deep stretch of the right hip. We've got a deep stretch of the left inner leg. Breathe. Straightening both legs. Walk it over to the other side. And center, everybody. Heel toe in, bend the knees. Take your hands or your elbows to your knees and take it all the way up nice and slow. Whew. Roll those shoulders out. You can set your blocks aside for the moment. You're going to move your blanket out of the way. You're going to have your strap. Whew. A little bit. Yeah, not as bad though. All right. So you want to be near a wall here. We did this on Wednesday. Tree pose with the strap using the same kind of thing that we've already done. But you got to be near a wall because the strap might just throw you off a little bit. Step on the strap with your right foot. And I'm going to turn to the side so that I also have the wall. Your strap is in your left hand. Step your left leg through so that you've got that strap around the hip crease again. And then bend the knee and come into your tree pose. Now, tree pose, your foot, you know this, right? Everybody knows this, I think, by now, at least my regulars. If your knee is too high and it hurts, lower the knee, right? So even here can be a really cool little stretch for the hip and a grounding. So you're here in tree pose. You got to stand up strong. You want a good taut strap here. Find your balance and take your hands to your chest. Breathe. Press into your strap. Make yourself really tall. Only if you want. You can take that hand off the wall if it's there. Take the arms up. Stand tall, everybody. I find the more tension you put on the strap here, the easier this is. Release your hands and release your leg. Once again, easiest way to do this, hold on to your strap. Step on it with your left foot. Step out with your right. And then as you bend the knee and take it out, you're going to hook your right hip and your left foot. Yep. Find your steady point, squeeze, get really tall, take your hands to your heart, and see if you can find balance here. If you're good, arms up. Think about what we did on the floor, this exact same pose, right? Pressing the leg long, thumbs pointing back, arms active. Breathe. Release. Hold on to your strap and let go. Shake that out. You're going to change sides again. Step on it with your right foot. Hook your left and hold on. Okay, here's where it gets tricky. Sorry I didn't cue this before. Grab your blocks and set them up nice and tall. So just in case I totally confused you there, if you're here, your right foot is stepping on, you're going to step through with your left leg. Okay, your left leg is going to be your standing leg. So I'm going to step my right foot back a little bit until I get some purchase. Right now that strap is tight. I'm going to take my hands to my blocks, stand up on that left leg, press through with the right, and breathe. Variation here, warrior 3. Hips are pretty level. I'm pressing through with the strap and I'm resisting with my thigh. Once again, if this strap is just messing you up, get rid of it. It's okay. If you want a little option, release the left leg or left hand as well. Reach it back and breathe. Hand back to your block, bend your front leg. Step it forward, hold on to your strap as you come up. Opposite side, step on it with your left foot. Step your right leg through, right? So that's the confusing part. If you're here, you got your left foot hooked, step your right leg through so that you got that strap on your hip. It's the right leg standing, so the left leg has to go back a little bit to get that purchase. Lean forward, find your pose, lift the leg, press through the strap, and breathe. Once again, release that right arm straight back as well if that feels good to you. And release. Whew. Walk it up. Take your strap off. Set your strap aside. Grab one of your blocks. Take it between your legs. Give the block a good squeeze. So, all through class, we've been trying to feel the connection between hip and foot, right? All on that opposite side. So important to understand that it's all connected. So, go ahead and take your block out, put it back where it was. We're going to do those same two poses without a strap. So, standing tall. Think about it. It's tree pose, right? Pose we do all the time. Turn the foot out, bring it where you like. Remember, can be anywhere along that inside leg from your ankle up. Squeeze the standing leg. Feel your hip points and let them point straight ahead. Don't worry about the knee. Take your, if this is your right leg, take your right hand to the leg. If it's your left, do your left, obviously. I want you to just push down on that leg a little bit with your hand and take the other one up. We're doing the same thing without the strap. Take the other one up, other hand up if you want. Squeeze that imaginary beach ball between the fingers. Squeeze the standing leg. Breathe. Release. Bring the knee forward and let it go. So we can again feel, right, as we keep the hips level, if we're not hiking everything up and getting real uneven, maybe we find a little bit more balance. Again, finger to the wall is a beautiful thing. Let's go to the other side, turn it out. See if you can keep those hips pretty level. Come into your version of tree. Hand goes to thigh, it presses the thigh down. Breathe. Hands to heart, or actually leave one hand there. Take the other one up. That actually feels really balancing to me. And take the other arm up. Squeeze the beach ball. Tone the belly in. Find tree. And release. Shake that out. Good job, everyone. Face your blocks. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to your blocks. The chest stays neutral. Walk the feet back so that your ankles and your hips pretty much line up. Want you to bend both knees a little bit. Squeeze the belly in. Start to peel that left foot off the floor. Lift it up. And when it comes up, then straighten the right leg. And think about if I had my right hip strapped and my left foot, what would that feel like in my body, right? That right thigh would press back. The left leg would get longer still. Tons of energy here, releasing right hand only if you want. Release that hand, release that leg. Pause here. Bend both knees just a little bit. Tone in through the belly, lift the right leg, and then straighten the left, and then feel that imaginary strap around your left hip and your right foot. Take the left arm off if you want. Hand back, foot back. Bend both of your knees. Hands come to your knees. And come on up. Whew, shake that out, everybody. Whew, good. All right, back to the front of your mat. If you want, let's see, how would that work? No, let's not do that. Okay, so if you'd want, you're going to come into a wide leg squat, but that's only for my knee neutral people. Everybody else is going to come down, forward fold, and then maybe step back. We're coming back to a seat. So if you would like to come down into a squat first, again, just to work with the knees and the hips, hands down, fingers down, and then behind down. And come on back to a seat. Sit up on your blanket or your pillow, whatever you have, cross those legs. Whew. Have one block near you, have your strap near you. Good. Roll the shoulders. And just breathe, everybody. All right. Soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Been here already. Maybe you lift the hips and press those hip points or those sit bones back. Maybe you have one or both blocks underneath the knees, soles of the feet are together. You don't have to have blocks, but you don't want to be struggling with the inner thighs so much. And when your hips are built in a certain way and your knees are up high, you could just have tons of tension here. So take the hands behind you and press the pelvis forward a little bit. So you're really going to get to the bottom edges of those sit bones. And then squeeze your feet, push them together, feel everything happening there. Ooh, and breathe, and then release. One option, you're going to do that again. Option two, the block goes between the feet at the narrowest setting. Hands come behind, and you're going to squeeze your block. Big deep breath. Only if this feels perfectly good to you, you're going to press into your hands, roll the shoulders back, and see if you can pick those hips up a little bit. Please don't do that if there's any issues with your hips or your knees. Woo. Lower down. I know, right? Bring those knees together. One, you're coming back to that. Two, you're going back to your feet. Three, you're going to your second width. Hands behind, just press. We're not lifting here. I want you to press those feet into your blocks. Stretching out those lovely inner thighs. That is an area we don't get a ton of stretch for, but also as we press our feet into the blocks, we're doing isometric strengthening as well. And release, bring those knees in. Choice one, you're there or you're less, or we're going one more. Take it wide. This is not for everybody. Woo. Even I feel this one, and I don't usually feel hip work much. Press your feet into your blocks, lean back, squeeze and press. Just think how good a regular Baddha Konasana is going to feel. And release, bring those knees in, take your blocks out. Just have your blocks where you can reach them toward the side of your mat. I want you to squeeze the legs together, wrap your elbows around, separate the feet a little bit, and press knees into elbows. And release, take those elbows inside the knees, widen the feet so that your knees and your feet are lined up. Press your elbows in, hands come to heart or to prayer, and squeeze those knees in. Again, isometric work. And release. All right, so grab your strap, everybody. For most, the same distance is going to be enough. For some, it is not going to be enough. You're going to have to loosen it a little bit. So both feet are in front of you. I'll turn to the side here because we're going to be eventually coming down to the floor. You're going to take the strap underneath your feet, and then, let's see. Oh, that's right. You may have to go a little longer. So go a little longer with your strap. I forgot where I was going with this one. And just have your strap where you can reach it. So it goes around the feet and around your torso. Once you get it around your torso, the soles of the feet come together. The strap is on the inside of the knees. Yeah, it would have been long enough. And you're going to tighten up your strap so that your feet are bound and it's around the hip crease of your back. Okay, that's the important part of this. You see how low that is? If you put this up in your lower back, you're going to hurt your lower back. That's all there is to it. So I've got my strap pretty tight, and how close you put your feet in toward your groin is up to you, but the strap has to be super, super low on your hips. And I want you to start seated, move, lift the hips, move the hip points back, and then sit up really tall and then lean into the strap just a little bit. And feel the feet, right? Feel everything connected and breathe. Now, the hard part here and the part where you may have to loosen a little bit is you're going to come down. And when you do, you'll have a block on either side of your knees. So come on down carefully. Find your blocks, place them under your legs. Whew. Your strap is around the low hip creases and around your feet. Your torso is long, your tailbone lengthens toward the heels. So this is a bound Baddha Konasana. It is also restorative. We're using the blocks here. The shoulders are down on the floor. The belly is soft. Maybe you place those hands on those front hip points again. And just feel, how do they feel now compared to when we started? Do they feel more even, more balanced in your body? And then either leave your hands there or let the hands come out to the sides, palms face up, rolling the shoulders back toward the floor. So pausing here, if you walk your feet away from you just a little bit, you'll feel a little more kind of tug in the hips, but it should feel good as opposed to not feeling good. The chest is open, the shoulders are down. Find our breath. Now, just for a moment, I want you to press the legs toward or into your blocks while the glutes squeeze. You're not lifting your hips. You're just doing some isometric work here. I'm pressing the legs down, and the glutes pretty automatically kind of contract. And then really let all that go. Let the hips get heavy. And then one more time as I press the knees down toward the block. The glutes are going to contract and release fully. And then pause here. Find your breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Two more nice focused breaths here. And then draw the knees together. If you can stay strapped, go ahead. If you cannot, if it's gotten too tight, then undo it, okay? So the knees have come back together. Bring the knees toward your chest. You have one block on that outside. Lower both knees to the block. You're coming into a twist. The arms can be straight out or they can be in cactus. The knees are slightly lifted. If you don't need that, you can take the block between the knees instead. And breathe. Nice long back of the neck. Nice length through your back, or width, really, through your upper back so that you feel shoulder moving away from shoulder. And breathe. Again, feeling this connection, hips to feet. And then as you're ready, carefully bringing the knees up and allowing them to roll over to the other side, either using your other block or taking your block with you. Shoulders are wide, your head pretty neutral for most of us. And release, coming back to center. You're going to unhook your feet if you can. And then you're going to just take the strap and tighten it up around your hips. Tighten, tighten, tighten. It is below those hip points. It is right smack in the middle of the pelvis. And it tightens enough that you can get a finger underneath there, but otherwise pretty tight. And again, I would grab blocks and place those blocks underneath your thighs. So we're coming into Shavasana. So if you're not in Florida, warm yourself up, grab your blanket and stay warm, and then straighten the legs over the blocks. So the strap here, we've done a lot of work with inner, believe it or not, inner and outer thighs. And the strap is now kind of bringing those hips back to center, settling down the SI joints if they got a little bit cranky. It's like swaddling a baby. We tighten it up there, and then maybe a blanket over. You can place those hands on the front hip points again and just feel for a moment. Do they feel pretty even? Is there a difference from when we started? And then release the hands either to your sides or to your belly. Let the legs hang lazily over your blocks. The eyes close. The body starts to soften toward the floor. We let go of the past and the future.
And we find this present moment awareness of gratitude. Soften down even more. For those of you who are ready, start to wiggle those toes. Bend the knees, allow your feet to come to the floor. Maybe scoot your blocks out from under you. And then draw your knees to your chest. Feel that nice stretch in your back body. Roll the knees over to one side. And then as you're ready, press up all the way. Come on back to a seat. Strap is still there, it can stay there for the remainder of class, or you can take it off. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Bow to your own inner wisdom. Give thanks for your day, your mother, your life. Namaste, everyone. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day, everybody.